Hi, Mr. Godot. So today I will present to you a presentation about the organization called United Nations. In this presentation, I will present the UN members, the history and its expansion, the UN goals, the Canada's history in this organization, the benefits of that organization and the weaknesses, my personal opinion about this organization, and for last, the conclusion. In the United Nations, there's 193 countries that participate in this organization. They started with 51 countries. Um, every 2 years, 10 of these countries are selected to participate in the Security Council. And fun fact, a lot of them have never been selected. For this year, 2025, the ones selected were Afghanistan, Denmark, Greece, Guyana, Pakistan, Panama, Republic of Korea, Sierra Leone, Slovenia, and Somalia. There's also the permanent members, also called the 5Ps, and they are China, France, Russia, United Kingdom, and the United States. In this slide, I will talk about the United Nations history and its expansion. So, after World War II, every nation wanted peace. They've lost everything during the war, and they wanted to do something to help them rebuild everything. So on October 24th, 1945, the 5Ps and other nations decided to create an organization to spread peace and to never experience a world war ever again. The creation process was long. Between April and June 1945, multiple conferences were made in San Francisco to talk about a future organization to help worldwide peace. The contract took approximately 4 months to be conceded and signed by 51 countries. The United Nations has approximately 17 precise goals. So the first one is to abolish poverty. The second one is to abolish hunger. The third one is to prioritize good health and well-being. The fourth one is to have some quality education everywhere around the world. The fifth one is the gender equality. The sixth one is clean water and sanitation. After, it's affordable and clean energy. After, it's the work and economic growth. And then there's the industry infrastructure innovation. There's also the reducement of inequalities, the sustainable cities and communities, the responsible consumption production, the climate action, life below the water, life on land, peace and justice and strong institution, and the last one is a partnership for the goals. In this slide, I will talk about Canada's history in the UN organization. So, Canada is one of the founding members of the UN. So, we've been participating since 1945. Also, we have been in the Security Council for 12 years, and we are ranked top 5 for non-permanent members. Since 1957, we have not missed one mission, and we have also um, led multiple peacekeeping missions. There's also two important figures. There's Lester B. Pearson. He was the Secretary of State for External Affairs. He created the concept of UN peacekeeping forces, And because of this, he won the Nobel Peace Prize. There's also John Peters Humphrey. He created the Division of Human Rights, and he also created the first draft of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The real approval was in 1948. In this slide, I will talk about the benefits of the United Nations in the world. So, the United Nations was created to support countries and communities as they work to eradicate poverty. They put in work the Paris Agreement on climate change and achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. They also want to see real transformation and they try to put everyone in the same boat and help them with the needed resources. In this slide, I will talk about the weaknesses of the United Nations. The first one is the inability to provide enough food and water and also not enough quickly to the countries who needs it. The second problem is the lack of its own military personnel and equipment. They failed a lot of mission because of this. The third problem and the last one is the inability to make independent decisions because of the 5 Ps. Like I said earlier, the 5 Ps has the power to not accept some request from other countries. So if they think that something is not good enough to put in action, then they can make their own decision and not do it. In this slide, I will talk about my personal opinion on this organization. So, I think the drawbacks are way too far significant. Unfortunately, the fact that the five of the world's biggest nations are leading this organization is not a good thing. No matter what other countries request, if one of these 5 nations decides that it is not necessary to take action, they will not do anything. I also think they have a lack of considerable resources. In conclusion, UN is an important organization for the world. Throughout the years, it helps multiple nations. Even if there's some space for improvement, we should keep it because it does a lot of things for some countries. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation and learned a lot of things about United Nations.